Hello and welcome. Today we are going to learn how to install the best backend as a service on our system. So there are many backend as a service like Firebase, AWS Amplify, Supabase, AppWrite. There are a few more. Uh, but I don't know, maybe you have heard of Parse Server or not. So Parse Server was launched in 2011, and in 2013 Facebook take over it, and in 2017 it was closed, and Facebook make that code open source. And today Parse as Parse Server is a open source service available which we can use as a backend as service. It's built on the top of Node.js and Express, which make it easier for JavaScript developers to pick up and start working on it. In this video, we are going to learn how to install Parse Server on our system locally with MongoDB Atlas. So let's begin. Okay, so I open my terminal. You can use git bash if you are on Windows. Let's go on Parse platform website. As you can see on the website, it's a complete application stack. It's come with the server as well as the client SDKs. Okay, almost for all the popular programming languages you can see here, like Objective-C, Android, Flutter, PHP, JavaScript. So we are going to use JavaScript over here. It's also provide REST APIs, GraphQL APIs, as well as you can secure your code in Cloud Code. So it provides Cloud Code functions which we can use to write some secured APIs. Okay, so let's start installing, but for that we don't have to install the server but the Parse Server example. Okay, it will take us to the GitHub repository of it, and now we are going to clone it using this URL. Let's copy it from here. I'm going to go on desktop and I will git clone it, paste the URL, and I will put it in a Parse Server directory. So I will put a name, so it is going to create us that directory. Okay, it is asking for the permission and I will allow that. Okay, cool. So it is installed now. So now I think we should go and get into the folder. Let's see what are the files and folders inside it. Okay, so everything is copied. Now I'm going to give npm I, so it's going to install our node modules for this project. Okay, in the meantime we are going to go on MongoDB Atlas and create our account there and create a database over there. So I'm not going to use the local database. You can use MongoDB locally as well, but I'm going to use the MongoDB Atlas, and I'm going to show you the steps as well. Okay, so let's click on try free. So in the meantime the packages are getting installed in the background. Okay, to install it we have a form as well as sign up with Google. I'm going to use sign up with Google. So I guess I already have an account using this email ID, so no worries, but I'm going to show you how to create your own database in MongoDB. So once you get here, if you don't have any database previously, you will see this button. Let's click on it, and now we have few options over here. Okay, and I'm going to use M0, which is a free cluster. So I will select my server. AWS is fine. Let's select India. So we have Mumbai over here. And what should we name our database? So it's a cluster 0. Let's say practice DB maybe. So let's click on create, and it's going to create our database. Great. So now it is going to ask for the password, but already my username and password is available. I'm going to click on edit and auto generate a password. I will copy it and update the password. So you have to put the username as well as the password. Okay, and I think we are done for now. Let's finish and close it and go back to the dashboard. Okay, our databases also get created. Awesome. All the packages are installed. Let's open our code editor. Yeah, allow. Okay, as a Node server, we also have index.js file, which is the main file of this project. Okay, and second is the cloud directory. So let's trust this. Yeah, with trust this author. Okay, so let's go into index.js file. Let me show you the file. So right now we are going to focus more on the installation. So I'm not going to get into the deep to how to configure this and all that, but just the thing which we required to start our server, get installed our server. Okay, so let's click on connect here, and MongoDB Compass, I guess. So we can get a connection string from here. Maybe no. Let's go back, and I guess we can check it here. Yeah. So yes, version is 5.5 and later. Yeah, this will work. So let's copy this URL from here. So I'm not going to put it in a index.js directly. I'm going to create a .env file. It's an environment file for our project, and this is the password. So you can use your own password. Put it here. Okay, and we are going to need that process.env dot MongoDB URI. So we have to get this from here. So automatically the server will detect the URL from .env file. Okay, MongoDB URI equals to blah blah blah. This is our URL. So now let's try to run our server and see if it is working or not. Everything seems okay. Let's go back on, and now we can start our server using npm. Let's check the script. What are the scripts we have? So we have start and we have watch. So nodeman is perfect because whenever we are going to change the file, it is going to restart our server automatically, so we don't have to start our server again and again manually. So let's npm run watch. Okay, so I'm waiting for that that server is connected with database. There are some deprecation warnings which we can avoid right now. I'm going to show you how we can remove those warnings from there, but I'm waiting if it is connected or not. Okay, it's taking a lot of time. I think it is not going to connect because it should not take that much time. Okay, it is crashed, so it is not connected. So let's try it on MongoDB campus. You can download it from MongoDB website or search for MongoDB campus and you will get that. So I'm going to copy this URL to check if our database is connecting using this URL or not. Okay, so I will paste it over here, save and connect. I will give a name, maybe practice DB, same as we have used in MongoDB Atlas. My favorite color yellow, and okay, so it is connected. So maybe there is some problem in our .env file. But before check that, let's try to create a collection and see if we have sufficient permissions to create a collection over here. So let's test collection, and there is an authorization error. We are not authorized to do it. So let's go back to MongoDB and go to DB access. Here we have our server username and it have read write access. Let's go and try to change the permission built-in role, and here let's select Atlas admin. So I guess we will have all the permissions we required to access that database. Okay, so still it is crashed. Let's cancel this, and we have to install a package named .env. So that .env file which we created is not going to work like that. So we have to install this. Let's go and check the npm package, how to install and configure it. So we have installed it, and to configure it we have to do .config, and also we have to use double quotes for our values. So let's go back and put double quotes over here, and now I will go back to index file and import that package. So import .env from .env. Okay, and now we need to .config. Okay, so let's copy this. We will do .env .config. Okay, double dot, let's remove one. Okay, great. Okay, let's try now. I guess it will work. Npm run watch. Fingers crossed. Okay, there are some warnings and it's connected. As you can see, Parse Server example running on port 1337. So let's go and to localhost port 1337. Local. Okay, and enter. What's wrong? Okay, it's local hot. Sorry, it should be localhost. And to test the Parse server, let's go into test. So Parse server provide this test to check our connectivity with our server. So here we can click on post and it is going to create an object on our database. Okay, so let's try it. If everything is fine, it should be work, and it is posted, and our object is created over there with an object ID SNC3XXTXJ. Also, we are able to fetch that. Cool. Now, the final test, which is for the cloud function. Okay. And if it is working, then everything is fine and our server is successfully installed and configured. So let's click over here, and we got the result high. Great, guys, great. Okay, so this is installed, but there is one more thing I want to show you. Let's go back to our MongoDB compass and check. Here you can see the database is created, collections are created now. So what is the name of that particular object? So I think all the underscore are the default collections, and here game score have that same ID. So this is created on our database. Woohoo, great. Now we are going to see a Parse Server companion which is called Parse Dashboard, which help us to see this same data in a very well structured manner. So let's go back here, see the package Parse Dashboard. We don't have to install anything, we can use npx to run this. So let's copy this from here. Okay, we have a button to copy it. That's great. So I will go to our env file back, and I will just paste it over here so we can create that complete command, so which we can run. Now before that, as we have these deprecation warnings you can see over here, let's try to remove those. Let's copy it, and when we come back here, you can see a configuration object over here. We can paste it inside and make it true, so it allows us to create the classes from the client side. So I'm going to explain you what is classes when we install the Parse dashboard. Same for the token expiration, true. Now let's see. Okay, come on. Great. So you can see there is no deprecation warning, it is removed. So this is our configuration object, guys, and here we have MongoDB URI. After that, we also have cloud code main, where this directory is located. You can change those things. Okay, we have app ID and master key. So let me give the master key. So right now we are going to use simple master key, but it should be difficult one, and we should put that in .env files only. Okay, but for now let's use my master key simple one, and this is the URL which we need, which right now we are running. Okay, now let's copy this app ID and paste it over here. Now our master key is my master key, so I will just replace your with my. Let's confirm. Yeah, it's the same. And here the server URL should be localhost colon 1337. Let's give a app name which is practice server. I think that's okay. Let's copy this, go back to our terminal, new tab, and npx. Let's copy the URL and run. Okay, so it is taking some time to connect with the server, and here we go. Here's our URL. but we should not use this URL because our server is on localhost, and if we use 0.0.0 then it's going to show us a course error. So let's do localhost colon 4040 and enter. So our dashboard is loading, but no, we are unable to connect the server. Okay, what should be the problem? Let's check the command, parse command maybe. Okay, so we have the app ID connect. Okay. Oh, got it. It is HTTPS. It should be HTTP only. So let's remove the S and try again. This time, I guess this will work. Let's refresh the page. Woohoo! The server is connected. The server version is 6.2.1. It is the Parse server version. Okay. So here you can see the default classes which are created underscore role underscore user. We can create a new class from here. Custom class, give it a name. Let's say test and create. Awesome. Great. Also we can see the game score which we created from here. If you remember, check the ID, object ID, and let's check back over here. Look how properly formatted it is in a table structure, so we can easily navigate through the data. Okay guys, from here also you can create new rows, add new columns, and create your classes over here. So basically classes are bunch of collections, you can say, on MongoDB, and you can put different attributes to it. Okay, so that's how you can create your collections from the Parse dashboard. Okay, that's it for this video guys. We installed the Parse server. If you want to learn more about Parse server, how to create objects, how to use client SDK using JavaScript, please like the video, comment, and I'm really very happy to create more content on Parse server. But I want to know that okay, you want to learn more about Parse server. Parse server is really great for startups because there is very short learning curve. Let me show you the documentation of JavaScript SDK. Here you start with get started. After that you can check objects, how to create objects, how to query the data. So basically objects are going to store your data and query are going to query your data. And then also you can check how to log in, sign up, reset your password, verify your emails. All these things are already inbuilt in Parse server, so you don't have to get into live query yet. Just start with objects and queries and users. You can start there. Okay, and I will definitely come up with more content on Parse server if you like. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good day.